It's your girl Diamond Drip, bringing you the insights and strategy you need in 15 minutes or less. Growing up, my mom did the best that she could, much like most of us can say about our parents. The difference with me was that my mom had undiagnosed borderline personality disorder. The reason why I say undiagnosed borderline personality is simply because I've asked a number of therapists throughout my time in therapy their opinions on my mom's actions, and 3 out of 4 therapists agree that she had borderline personality disorder. She just never thought that she had an issue, so she never went to go get tested and get an official DSM diagnosis listing her as that. For those of you who don't know what borderline personality disorder is, it's a complex mental health condition categorized by intense emotions, unstable relationships, and a distorted self image. People with borderline personality disorder may experience rapid mood swings, fear of abandonment, and may engage in impulsive behaviors. How this showed up for me was abuse. I was taken away from her care at 15 due to child abuse and neglect. And one of the things that with that distorted self image was that I was blamed for a lot of her instability. I was made to seem like I was the problem in a lot of situations. And as a consequence, I worked really hard to prove that I wasn't like her. I went out of my way to make sure that I respected my elders. I knew what was categorized as good behavior as a kid, which was things like getting straight A's in school. And as I got older, that translated into promotions at work, finishing my degree, and when I became a mom, not reacting in the ways that she would, especially by physically lashing out. What ended up happening was I began to place my value in things outside of myself because I never learned that I was inherently enough. I always thought that there was, or I was conditioned to think that I was the problem. So now, as an entrepreneur, it shows up as questioning my worth. Well, did. Human design has been helping a lot with all of that. The idea behind human design is that you were imprinted with the skills, ways of being, and unique essence when your spirit chose to enter this physical vessel here on this plane. Another way of looking at it from a quantum physics perspective is that you have life. There's value associated with that. And then there are specific ways or channels of sharing those gifts with other people. When we create external value in the world through these channels, through these gifts, success will then flow to you. Over the course of our lives, we pick up conditioning though. People and society telling us we need to be something different than what we are in order to be loved, in order to be worthy, in order to be successful. The more work I do with human design and my life coach, I become more aware of how I naturally feel. I'm slowly peeling back the layers of conditioning. As an emotional generator, especially as one trying my best to avoid the emotional extremes my mother displayed, I was conditioned not to trust my emotions, to think more with my logical mind. But as I'm learning from reading A Return to Love, our logical brain eats fear up like it's a Sunday brunch buffet. So what happened was I began to fear trusting my emotions. Now, as I do the deep work and help my clients do the same, we're learning what it's like to trust our innate design, our innate way of interacting with our environment and creating connections with those around us. Human design is best talked about when you're able to personalize it to your own chart and your own properties of your gifts and things. If you're a solo entrepreneur who's tired of growing your business in ways that don't feel authentic to who you are, if you're open to seeing what your innate gifts are and how they can help your business, if you're open to seeing if you can really establish trust within yourself, within your gifts, within your worth, book your complimentary Reclaim Your Joy strategy session. We'll go over the most important properties of your chart, and we'll even have an opportunity to create a mini plan for success of what that could look like in your business. My website is in the show notes down below, diamonddripconsulting.com. I hope to see you live on Zoom so we can dive deep into your human design. Until next time, my lovely.